Hello, everyone, and welcome back. It's Shauna with the Dressed Home. We're going to go antiquing in Huntsville and then head back to my house and style a fall table. Let's go. The thing with antiquing is there's so much to look at. And sometimes I can spot a gem. Like, look at this little side table. I think this is just lovely. I love the timeless flute. I guess that's the design of it. But I just really like that. I found another treasure. Look at this. I thought this would be sweet to have next to your table. You could put a candle or even your jewelry in the evening. In the same booth, I found these cute little dessert dishes. I just really loved the look of them. They're kind of unique. They're etched glass, set of 5 of them for $40, but I like the square base on those. You could definitely elevate your table with these. How darling is this butter dish? It's so sweet. Although it says it's a cheese dish. Maybe I've been wrong all these years. That's a cheese dish. This has to be the cutest and sweetest little ice bucket I've ever seen. It's only $20. I guess you could use it for a candle holder, display your bouquet of flowers, or even chill your wine in there. This would be a sweet gift for the holidays. This 7-piece pitcher set with the 6 glasses is just so classic. It'd be a great gift, housewarming gift, or Christmas gift. It would be really nice on someone's patio with some juice in it in the morning, or you could even mix up some cocktails in there if you like to drink. But for $76, I think that would be a great gift. This clock caught my eye too. It's a crystal clock for $38. This would also make a nice gift for a wedding or a bridal shower. And if you have a bigger budget for gift giving, I think this is all sterling silver. It was behind a case. I was having a hard time reading the little prices. I'm not really sure what the pricing was. I'm curious. Comment below if you'd like to receive vintage items for a gift. I'm a vintage lover naturally. I would be thrilled. Just look at this brass set. Oh my gosh, this is absolutely gorgeous. I don't think I've ever seen a set in brass. That tray alone, oh my. This cookie jar stopped me in my tracks only because my mother had this when I was a little girl. I have fond memories of it. It was in our kitchen on top of the refrigerator. It's fun to go down memory lane sometime in the antique store. I thought these were a great price at $7 each. I fell in love with this wall bracket. It was solid brass. It was $25, and I thought it would be great at the entry. You could use it as a coat holder. You could even put it in the bathroom and use it to hold your robes or even your towels. Let me know your thoughts about it. I did pick it up and put it in the shop, and it's already sold. These brass locks were unique. I've never seen anything like this before. Comment below if you know anything about them, but they were priced well at $34 and $40, I thought. Definitely a lot of great stuff to look at today. This is a vintage, I think it's for your like ketchup and mustards and things like that. It was missing one cap, but I thought it was a great deal at $15. I think you could put your vinegar and oil in there as well. Let me know below if this is something you would use. I did leave it behind because it was missing that one cap. I don't know, I just wasn't sure. This was another great ice bucket. It gave me that Ralph Lauren feel vibe. That handle looked like a buckle. I think it said it was $26 or $28. It was definitely vintage. The condition wasn't the greatest, but the style was definitely on trend. It was well insulated on the inside. It'd definitely be great barware. These vanity mirrors are definitely picking up popularity. This one was $28. I did like it. I liked it was like look, it was silver plated, but the mirror had some condition issues. I love this. This is a gorgeous piece. It was $37. I could definitely see this in my kitchen on the counter. This was a brass crumb catcher. Maybe you could style it on your coffee table on top of some books. I did see a lot of shells when I was in Round Top. I think that's trending now. This is a great leaf dish for the fall, only $16. It's brass, it's right on trend. It also looks like it might be hammered brass. I've noticed Pottery Barn has some really great fall leaf shaped dishes as well. I've also noticed a popularity in the substantial vintage iron candle holders. Have you seen that? I've always loved these silver-plated biscuit, dishes. This one was a great buy at $15. I probably should have snagged that up. This footed planner is definitely worth looking at. I like the brass and the little handles on the edges. It's $60, but it is vintage and it is brass. I'm sure somebody will be snagging that up soon. Here's another simple piece of brass. It's $22. That's a great price. It's on a pedestal. I've also noticed the popularity of these Florentine made in Italy trays are making a comeback. This one was priced at $20. It was also a good deal. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this tray. Is that something that you would put in your home? Me, I think I'm just more of a silver girl. A lot of brass items today, and that shell motif that I saw in Round Top. I really try to pick classic, timeless items and stay away from trends. I definitely like to stick to that rule when I'm out sourcing, or I could get carried away easily. How do you feel about trends? Do you like what the box stores have to offer, and are you out getting those items, or do you like to go source your items at the antique store and make it more personalized? I could definitely see this at Christmas time on a dinner table. 48 bucks. I think that's a really good deal. I could even see it at a bridal shower or maybe even a wedding. And I couldn't see the price on that one. Sorry. Here's another clock I passed up that I probably should have picked up. It was only $20 and it was silver plated. It would have looked perfect at my house. These are great books for styling those bookshelves or under the TV cabinet or even in the bedroom on a nightstand. Lately, I have noticed personally, I have been looking more and more at these like cherb or French style white pottery items. I'm not sure why, but I just like them. This is looks like a brass little box. I couldn't get it open, but for 10 bucks, if that's brass, that's a good deal. And here's another piece that I wish I probably would have purchased. I could see putting matches in there and a striker on the back. I think that would be great next to my candles. I know I've mentioned this in my other videos if you've watched the ones in the past, but if you find a hippo outsourcing, it's supposed to bring you good luck and you're supposed to buy it. Isn't she cute? I did leave her for someone else to find. You can never go wrong with white dishes. These are just timeless. You can also mix them with patterns that you already have. I definitely enjoy my white dishes that I have found recently. I even think some of these pieces would fit quite well in with my personal collection. This sweet little dish was only $10, but I did leave it behind. And hello! These picture frames are just lovely. I think that's an oval shape that I'm seeing. I can't get to them to pick them up, but they're lovely. These little mini pictures have also definitely been getting a lot of popularity. This one was only $20, and I like this one too. It was $15. And then my favorite one, but out of my budget, was 45. That's always my luck. I'm sure somebody will be happy to find this one. I know I was happy to find it. Okay, you're looking at a lion head. I guess it's a towel holder. It's brass. You attach it to the wall and then you can hang your towels. I think this is really neat. And it's only $7.99. I think I may be bringing that home. Let me know your thoughts. Do you like it? Here I go again, stopping and looking at these cute little chirps. Is that how you say it? I hope I'm not saying that wrong. But I think this would be cute on the bathroom counter, holding soap. I don't know why I like these so much. Maybe I should be picking up some for my home. I just noticed the one behind it is holding a seashell. There you go. I personally like this piece of pottery. I like the design on the bottom. It seems really current to me. I like the brown glazing on it. It's $22. It would be great on the kitchen counter as a utensil holder. Of course, you could use it as a vase or even a pitcher as it's intended for. I also like this piece. I feel like you could put this in the kitchen for some texture. It would be great to store your veggies, your onion, your garlic, just sitting on the counter. Of course, when you're ready to use it, you can definitely smash up those spices as it's intended. We're going to head back to my house and I'm going to put together my fall dining table with all my thrifted finds. Okay, everyone, we're going to be starting with a blank slate today as I dress my table. We're also going to address that buffet over there. I'm going to style it for Thanksgiving dinner, shall we? All right, I like this light and airy table runner. It has kind of like a linen vibe to it. I don't think it's linen. I think it's 100% cotton. It was something that I picked up at Goodwill. It was $3.99. This is what we're going to start with. Next, I have been dying to use these plate chargers. I picked these up at Goodwill the other day. I got the whole stack of them. I think it was either $4.99 or $5.99. I don't really remember. But my only problem is there's only 6 and I have table for 8. I think I'm going to just remove 2 chairs in this case. All right, I've got the 2 chairs removed. We're just down to a place setting of 6. And I just styled them next to my buffet for now. Let's keep going. All right, and if you remember from one of my other videos, I had sourced these in Florida at a resale shop. They were really lovely. I just love that simple pattern. And these are Wedgwood Coliseum pattern, a vintage pattern. I brought out 6 of those to use. And then I recently sourced these down at the Goodwill. Not sure if you can see, this is silver plated around the edge. Now I'm gonna stack those and see what they look like. Okay, I've added the salad plates and I think it's just lovely. Just a little bit of color. Let's see if I can bring in some more color. Okay, the color I brought in was more silver. I have these little silver plate bread dishes that I added. And I just think it looks elegant. Okay, I had sourced this in round top, this nice platter. I just like the rectangular shape of it. And then I've added some fairy lights. I had this dome lid that I had purchased a while ago. I liked it. I just didn't know what I was going to do about it because it didn't have a base. But I found this in round top. It was $15. I think the vendor gave me 50% off of that. But look at this. I think that does it. I really like that. I think it curates well together. Okay, and I want you to know everything here I sourced is secondhand. Even these pumpkins, these are from Pottery Barn, but I do believe I picked those up at the Goodwill, and I think they're actually candles, but I just like the aesthetics of them. Just a little something fall, not too much. And then I picked up this relish dish too at Goodwill. recently. Okay, I've added back in some linen napkins with some wood napkin rings just to give a little bit more fall touch. And I didn't want nothing too high in the center, that way conversation can take place. I think it's shaping up quite lovely. Everything here is thrifted. And I've added in some water goblets, or you could use these for wine goblets. These are a vintage Ralph Lauren, and I do believe I got these off a Facebook Marketplace. Now, the only thing I haven't added is the silverware, which I'm probably not going to bring out, but I feel like this is simple, it's timeless, I feel like it's nice for fall, carry into Thanksgiving. We could change out the centerpiece and make it Christmas very easily. I have turned off the lights just so you can kind of see the fairy lights we have going on over here at the buffet. I even put a fairy light in the middle of the egg dish. I mean, why not? Elevate your everyday. Isn't this just fun? And I thought this would be neat to put your rolls in for dinner time. But everything here is sourced from secondhand. Everything is achievable. You can create this look for a fraction of the price as well. Just you have to curate over time, pick up items. And I think the best rule of thumb for picking up items when you're out thrifting is buy the pieces you love that you can't live without. I think then you can't go wrong, because I could have never gone into the store and just picked up all of this and said, okay, this is what I'm doing. These are pieces I have picked up over time and have put them together. I hope you enjoy. I hope that you all have a fabulous week, and I'll see you in the next video.